Morning, guys. Good morning, online students. Online students, are you there? Yeah. Any newcomers are there? Admin has just shared backup videos. Everyone, please collect them and use them if you miss one or two classes. You can still join in this course. You can continue in this course, no problem. We are in the background preparation of what is the framework. Still, we have not entered into what is Spring and what is Spring Boot. Very soon we enter into that part, so you can happily continue. Keeping newcomers in mind, let me give few things. What is the course title? Spring Basics, Spring Boot, and Microservices. What's the duration of this course? Yeah, 110 sessions to 120 session. Weekly, how many sessions will be there? 6 sessions. 6 to 7 session. I may call you for Sunday classes also. Right? Timings 7:30 a.m. to 9:15 a.m. What's the course fee? 7K without recordings, 12K with recordings. What are the prerequisites, guys? Strong core Java knowledge, little bit of JDBC knowledge, basics of SQL, and a lot of common sense is required. What is most important prerequisite? Common sense, presence of mind, matured behavior. These are most important prerequisites. Fine. Tell me, guys, in Java domain, total how many domains are there? How many categories are there to learn? We are there. What are those? Java programming language, Java set of technologies, Java framework. Okay, your core Java falls under which category? Advanced Java technologies, Spring Boot, Hibernate. What are those? Framework. Yes. What is programming language? Provides basic facilities of programming by defining syntax and semantics of programming, okay, by supplying compilers and interpreters. Yes or no? Yeah, what are the technologies? Yesterday we discussed all these things, guys. Come on, everyone. Technologies are software specification which provide set of rules and guidelines in the form of APIs or libraries to vendor companies to implement to create implementation software. Technologies are not installable. Technology-based softwares are installable. Working with technology-based softwares is nothing but working with what? Technologies. What are the technology examples? JDBC, serverless, all this. Your entire advanced Java course comes under what, guys? Technologies. Lastly, what is the one we discussed, guys? Framework, right? Yeah, tell me, guys. Framework is a special software that is built on the top of one or more technologies, having ability to generate common logics dynamically to make programmer to focus only on what? Application specific logics. What logic, guys? Okay, to develop only what? Application specific logic. What are the examples for a framework, guys? Come on, everyone. Spring Boot, JSF, Strat, all these are example. Online student, you can also reply through this one. Yeah, what's your batch code? Yes. Introduction. This is what we discussed in yesterday's session, right? Yeah. Frameworks are built on the top of technologies. Technologies are built on the top of language. Whatever common logic that are generated by framework dynamically, they are generated internally by getting abstraction of, by using internally the technologies and languages support. See, we develop our application by using Spring or Spring Boot that internally uses Spring or Spring Boot framework. They internally use what? Set of technologies. These set of technologies, come on. Okay, guys. This set of technologies will be created based on what? Language. Okay, nothing but Java language. Did I not upload yesterday's document to Facebook? Oh, no problem. Today I will upload, guys. Don't worry. Okay, that's not a big issue. Okay, in layman terms, programming languages are raw material providing basic features of application development. 10% ready-made, 90% customized. That means user defined, very complex to develop the application. Generally, I compare with what, guys? A raw material, wheat granules, right granule. To make them eatable, very long process is there or not? Okay. Next, what we got, guys? Technologies are semi-finished product. 30-40% ready-made things are there. Remaining 60-70% we have to develop. Still complexity is there, but not that much like what? Programming languages. So can I compare them with what? Semi-finished products? Rice powder and atta? Frameworks are what? Like fully finished product. Almost everything is there. And if not there, they will be generated dynamically. So you have to give only final touch. Can I compare them with what? Processed foods, fast foods like what? Cup noodles, Maggie noodles, Baba noodles, and etc. kind of thing, guys. Super, boss. Shall we get into more and more discussions, boss? Okay. Yeah, don't worry. You will get the document. Yeah. Spring Boot is equal to Spring Boot is extension of Spring Framework or not, guys? Spring Boot framework is equal to what is there? Spring Framework plus. That means basic Spring plus additional things. What are those additional things? They are technical stuff we will discuss later, right? Okay. But one thing I would like to say, Spring Boot frameworks are given to develop enterprise applications. What applications, guys? By getting abstraction on Java JWE technologies. What, guys? Java JWE technologies in simplified manner. What manner? Following both microservice architecture and monolith architecture. Already I discussed about monolith architecture. Monolith means a number of services belongs to a project will be packed and released as a single unit. Right? Super. Okay. Next, when it comes to microservice architecture, every service is a separate project. Later they will be integrated. So, usually coupled services integration, microservice architecture, tightly coupled services integration into a single unit, monolith architecture. As na boss? Here's a TV having built-in peripherals like home theater system, DTH, Wi-Fi router, etc. That comes under monolith architecture. Purchase a TV independently, home theater independently, DTH separately, Wi-Fi router separately, later integrated, having flexibility to attach or detach. Come on, guys. This comes under what, my dear? Microservice architecture. What architecture? Everyone getting my point there, guys. Super, guys. So now let's see. Okay. Spring Boot frameworks are given to develop different types of enterprise applications. What applications, guys? applications following either monolith or what is that? Microservices architecture. Monolith or microservice architecture by getting what is there? Abstraction on one or more technologies. Simplify the what is there? To simplify the application development process. Simplify the application development process. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Super. Okay, guys. Tell me. Using Springboard, we can develop a standalone applications. Agree with me, guys? Specific to what is there? Specific to one computer and allows only one user at a time to operate. Only one user at a time to operate. What guys? Allows only one user at a time to operate. What's the example, guys? What is there? Supermarket application. What application? Java class with main method. Calculator application, right? Desktop game. All these are standalone applications now, boss. Next one, web applications. Okay, nothing but website. What is this? Client server application. Where client is browser. Client is browser. Server is software application. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah, nareshit.com. Yes? nareshit.com, flipkart.com, and etc. See, guys, distributed application. What application? All these applications we can develop either using what? Monolith architecture or microservice. These are types of application. We can develop these application either following monolith architecture or microservice. Distributed application. Tell me. Remoting application. These are called what? Remoting application. Client server application. Where both are software application interacting with each other. Software application interacting with each other. Okay, interacting with each other. So here what? Application to application interact. No browser in the picture, guys. Application to application interact. Okay, guys. So what are the examples, boss? Okay. Right. ICC application. International Cricket Council score application. Array, this Dream 11, My Circle 11, Crickbuzz, all these people will display live score based on that betting and all these things will happen, right? So they have authority to score by going to cricket stadium? No. Only ICC is having authority, right, boss? Yes or no, na? ICC is having one distributed application whose scoring service can be accessed by what? Other websites and mobile application from remote places. By getting that score, by accessing that score from ICC score application, these website, these mobile application will start doing business with end customers. Yes, na boss? Remotely accessed and consumed by various websites and mobile applications are not, guys. Okay, guys. ICC score application, UPA payment applications, right? The services of GPay is used in what? Websites, other mobile applications, come on, swiping card machines, ATM machines, XYZ, right, boss? UPA payment application. Next, payment gateway application. What is that? Payment gateway application. Okay, what is that payment gateway application, my dear? Master. What is there? Master, Visa, and dot dot dot. Like this, many examples we can give na boss, and etc. I hope you convinced it, guys. So ultimately, at the end of the course, what we will be learning? We will be developing enterprise application, either as standalone application or distributed application or web application or combination of either two or three. Combination of what? Either two or three. Okay, look at this one. A typical enterprise application is, what is there? A typical enterprise application is the combination of what, guys? Combination of web application plus enterprise application. Web application or, sorry, mobile application, web or mobile application plus, what is there? Distributed application. It's a typical one, guys. Distributed application. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Look at the example. Okay, browser. Okay, who operates this browser, guys? End user. Browser means what? Operated by end user. Visitor was like you. Gives communication with Flipkart.com website. Yes or no, boss? Flipkart.com will talk with what? UPA payment application or not, guys? UPA payment like GPay. UPA payment like what? GPay application. Yes, my dear. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Super. Here, what is there? Browser talking to Flipkart.com. Is a website na, boss? Flipkart.com talking to UPA payment is distributed application na, boss? Flipkart.com still website, but UPA payment is what? Distributed application. Because UPA payment service can be accessed from different website, mobile application, swiping machine, ATM machine, and what is that? Apps, kiosks. Kiosks that are there in what? Railway stations, bus stations, restaurant. Okay, like to make booking process very simple in crowded places. Understanding my statement, boss? Come on, everyone. Yeah, this is called web application, na, boss? Web application. This comes under distributed application. Okay, this communication, application to application interaction, right? Distributed application. Okay, have a look. If you observe very carefully, it is C2B application, customer to business, right? Browser is operated by whom? End user. Who is end user? Customer. Customer to business is happening or not, guys? Yeah, Flipkart.com is a business entity. GPay is another business entity. Both business entities are talking with each other or not, guys? What is there? B2B, business to business. B2B, what is there? Business to business. Okay, let's go for another example, guys. So now onwards, I don't want to see my student getting confusion about distributed application, web application, enterprise application. You should feel and visualize them. See, what is most important in understanding subject is when I use word, some image should come into your right brain. Because right brain is there to get the things in visual manner, right? The day you are getting that, you are in a right track. You are not getting, you are just hearing the terminology, but not able to visualize the image. That means you are not going in a right track. So now when I use the words standalone application, one or other application is coming to your brain, at least calculator study is coming or not. Website nareshit.com, distributed application, GPay kind of application is able to come to your brain or not. What is enterprise application? Generally, it is either web application or distributed. But a typical one is combination of both. A typical one is what? Combination of both. Okay. Let's see another example, guys. Example one. Browser talking to Amazon.in. What, guys? Amazon. Browser talking to Amazon.in. There are so many payment gateways in this world, guys. Master, Cirrus, Mastrio, Visa. In India, three are popular. Master, Mastrio, Visa is popular. But if Flipkart, Amazon people or Flipkart people start communicating with the payment gateways directly, start communicating with what? Payment gateways directly. Their main focus is on what? This communication only. That's why they don't keep direct communication with payment gateway. Okay. They approach the mediator. Who is the mediator? PayPal, Pay. Observe very carefully. Whenever you go for payment, after redirection circle, you will get redirecting to PayPal, redirecting to Pay, redirecting to what? Nemo Pay. You might have seen that in any online shopping process. Notice it, boss. Why it is redirecting? Payment is taken by Amazon, but not processed by what? Amazon. They are redirecting that work to whom? Pay. But Pay is really payment gateway? Na? No. It's a just mediator, broker kind of thing, right? Broker kind of thing. Why this broker is required? They want to have loose coupling between e-commerce application and payment gateway application. Visa people changed the rules, guys. Who will update all e-commerce website? It's better to have one mediator. Mediator will get those updation. But as usual, mediator get what? Credit card details, debit card details from e-commerce application in regular fashion or not, guys? Very less mediators are there, 10 to 20 mediators. Updating 10 to 20 mediators are easier. Whenever payment gateway location details or other details are changed, or updating lakhs of websites is easier. 10, 20 brokers is updation is easy now, boss. Yes. So Amazon, they will approach what, guys? PayPal. They also approach what, guys? Pay. Like this, many things are there. Next, guys, tell me here, what is there? They will talk with what? Master, Mastrio, Visa kind of payment gateway application. And these people, in turn, will maintain tie-up with what? Local banks. They don't have customers for this Paytm, payment gateways directly, guys. Okay, they don't get customers directly. So what they do, guys, through bank they try to sell their services or not. in the form of credit cards and debit card. They will come to your life. That's why you observe, though your card is given by SBI, but on the top of the card, Visa logo will be there or not. Though card is given by HDFC, on the top of the card, master logo will be there or not there. Moreover, though it is savings account debit card, but debit card number is different, savings account number is different. Why? Reason is very simple. Because this worldwide infrastructure of card payment is not managed by SBI or SDFC. Managed by what? Payment Gateway Organization. They have worldwide infrastructure and setup, boss, right? Since they cannot get bulk customer, okay, directly by doing marketing, they approached bank and they said, through banks they are giving what? Credit cards and debit cards to customers. Yes, boss? SBI, ICICI, dot. SBI, ICICI, dot. Yes, guys. Here, who is this fellow? Payment gateway. What, guys? Payment gateway. Who is this fellow? Payment broker. Because of payment broker, all websites in the world, payment gateways are now in loosely coupled interaction or not. Tomorrow, some policy changed in Visa. Do I need to bother as an Amazon.in person? Who has to bother? Payment broker fellow should bother, right, guys? Between job seeker and software company, one consultant company is there. Tomorrow company location changed. Our policies are changed. So they will inform to all the job seeker only one consultant. It's the headache of consultant to inform to what? Job seeker. Yes, na boss? So similarly here also. I am the service provider. You are the service consumer. Okay, but I'm busy in my world. I have my jobs, I have my businesses, I have my what? Plannings. So I cannot come and market or do marketing. I am starting batch. Please come and join, take my services. I don't want to spend my time in that particular process. So what we approached, we both approached Naresh IT in the middle, right? I approach Naresh IT. You be my middleman. Okay. You do what? Marketing of what? Services that I'm offering, right, boss? So that what happens, guys? Any change in my plan, suppose for a few days, morning 7 a.m. I got company call. I cannot take morning bat. I'll inform Naresh IT, they'll inform you people. In few days, I cannot come for what? Evening sessions, right? Because of other priority works in my life. So I inform Naresh IT, they inform to you people. Yes or no, na, boss? But if that is not there, I cannot come and talk about my day plan or my schedule or my batch plan to the entire world that is there in the market, right? Like, I hope you got the point what I'm trying to say. It's purely for loosely coupling, nothing else. Okay. Yeah, these are what? A website. This is simply what, guys? Website. Super. This is what? Bank application. What is that application, guys? Bank. Typical bank application. Okay. Now tell me, browser talking to or mobile application talking to. Okay, Amazon.in website or end user talking to mobile application comes under what, guys? In this case, it is web application. Okay. Typically, PayPal is distributed application whose services can be consumed by various e-commerce website or mobile application, right? So can I say PayPal is distributed application? So this combination is also distributed application? Yes, na boss? Okay. Now tell me, the services of master can be consumed by one payment broker or lots of payment broker? So that's why, can I say master visa, these are also developed as distributed application? Okay, guys. Okay, these master visa people are having tie-up with what? Bank application. That means each bank application should allow lots of payment broker. I mean, it's a payment gateway application. Payment gateway application to consume their services or not. That means bank application also should be developed as distributed application or not, guys. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Super, guys. Now listen carefully. A distributed application in this case is having website as the client or mobile application as the client. But in this case, another distributed application is client na. In this case, SBI part, when it comes to SBI bank, another distributed application is client na, boss. That means a distributed application is allowing one type of clients or different types of client. Is overall it is application to application interaction. Overall it is a B2B interaction. I think no confusion about distributed application. Okay, guys, because I have seen people, they enter into Java, they learn big thing, but they forgot to give basic definitions for basic terminology, though they use. I don't want to see my student facing that problem. So how we are able to give technical or what logical definition for what is data? These are basic wordings of any programming, standalone application, web application, distributed application, enterprise application, mobile application. These are not great words. You go to .NET, you go to Python, you go to any domain. These wordings will be there. If you have clarity, you will use right word at right place. If you don't have clarity, ayaram gayaram. Why you use it, you don't know. What they are listening, they don't know. But interviewer from fresher, they don't expect great technical knowledge, but they expect what? Clarity in fundamentals. Clarity in fundamental. You have to be ready with that. Okay, this is what, guys? Distributed application. What is this, my dear? What is this, guys? Distributed application. What is this, guys? Distributed application. A distributed application. A distributed application can have, come on, websites are not are mobile applications are another distributed applications, another distributed application, embedded system applications. What do you mean by embedded system applications, guys? Software embedded to electronic and mechanical devices. Embedded system applications. Tell me. Okay, desktop application. What, guys? And etc. as the client. So swiping machines also embedded system application as the client. Okay. I hope you understood this statement, guys. Right. But the interesting part, you know, guys, here, what's the interesting part? Great interesting part, you know. Browser fellow, end user is there in Hyderabad. Amazon.in is there in somewhere in Mumbai city, let us assume. Okay. Browser Pay is there in New York City, let us assume the application is running. And master people or visa people are there in Dubai somewhere. And SBI bank server is there in again what? Delhi kind of place. Let us assume they may be right, they may be wrong, right? But when end user gives credit card or debit card to Amazon people for payment, okay, though they are there in remote places, they are there in what? Across the globe, right? but their interaction communication happen in 30 seconds to 60 seconds or not, guys. So this is making world as borderless world or not. It is making world as global village or not, guys. See how much technology is involved, how fast communications are happening in this current scenario. All credit should go to internet only. Definitely the credit should go to what? Internet. Super. Okay, let me write few words here. Payment gateways. Payment gateways like, what is that? Visa, Master, and etc. Provide worldwide infrastructure. What is that? Worldwide infrastructure to operate the credit cards oblique debit cards. To operate the credit cards oblique debit card. Plastic money. Yes, boss. That's why though you have SBI card, SBI belongs to only India. You can use that card in Dubai and you can do money transaction in Dubai currency or not. Say something, guys. You have SDFC card, which is there only in India. You can go to US and we can use that card in US ATM machine to withdraw money in dollars or not, guys. Because card is not in the database of SBI database. It is there in what? Payment gateway. So why they do all these worldwide infrastructure? What's the benefit for that? For every transaction, they get 2% commission. What is that? Nothing is free in this world, guys. This kind of a heavyweight infrastructure worldwide, why they will maintain just for charity? They don't maintain. They take 2% commission, royalty, okay, for every transaction. Suppose you have used credit card in Amazon.in for 10,000 payment. The card details are going to PayPal. PayPal passes to Master. Master will talk with bank. In the bank, they check whether card is in active mode or not, blocked or not. Not blocked is in active mode. Okay, credit limit is reached or not, not reached. Then what happens, guys? Then what happened? Okay, bank will release, okay, 10,000 by cutting 0.5% commission to payment gateway. Payment gateway will release, okay, 10,000 by getting 1% commission. What, guys? Because these people are spending more technology, more time, more infrastructure. And that comes to what? PayPal. PayPal will cut another 5 point. What is that? 0.5%. What percent, guys? Commission. 0.5% commission. Okay, the rest amount comes to what? Website. Amazon website. So the whole 10,000 won't come, guys. Okay, only 2% deduction will happen and comes to us. Comes to e-commerce, but not everyday basis, guys. Initially, they okay transaction, they pass the transaction. They go for weekly payment schedule, weekly payment. So the PayPal will get all money from payment gateway weekly. Bank people will settle to what? Payment gateway on weekly basis. Come on, guys. And payment brokers also will settle to Amazon people on what? Weekly basis. But initially they will okay the transaction. Weekly they will start adjusting the payments. This is the system they follow. Okay, that's why most of the MNCs are top brand. Whenever they decide the MRP, boss, in the MRP they include this 2%. They intentionally include this 2%. Anyhow, they know to stop using cash match, they are using what? Odds only. That's why they include this 2% automatically. So Whenever you are paying in cash by going to any shopping mall, you have every right to demand that 2% discount, though they are not giving. Because they already included 2% commission as part of what? MRP. If you are paying cash, they are not going to release that 2%. You have a right to ask. Accepting or not accepting, their wish. If good intention company, they accept. Bad intention company, they don't say, sorry boss, we don't have that policy. But you go to small shops, cloth vendor, small shop vendor who run the business with a small margin with bulk quantities. Okay, they ask, sorry, if you are paying through card, yeah, I will take what? 2% extra. Yes or no, na boss? Super. I hope you understood the whole business model. What is typical enterprise application, guys? It's a combination of web application plus distributed app. Convinced it, guys. Come on. Super. Okay. Now listen. Now listen. If someone asks you at this stage, why are you learning Spring and Springboard? You have to say only one thing. I want to know process of developing enterprise applications, different enterprise application in monolith and microservice architecture in a simplified manner. That's why I'm learning what? Spring and Springboard. Without having this statement, it's really meaningless to continue in this course. Because we have an agenda. Why we are learning this course, right? Super, guys. Okay, now concentrate. In technologies based application development, we are forced to write both common logics and application specific logics. That means programmer is overburdened now, boss. We only should take care of common logic. We only should take care of what? Application specific logic. Definitely here programmer is overburdened or not, guys. In technologies based application development, the programmer is, tell me, overburdened. What, guys? The programmer is overburdened. Overburdened. Okay. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about that. By developing, what, guys? Developing both common logics and application specific logic. Application specific logic. Okay. Okay, let's see, guys. Plain JDBC application. What application? Okay, technology based. What is it? Technology based application. Plain JDBC application, technology based application. What's the ultimate purpose of JDBC application, guys? Connected to database, send and execute SQL queries to manipulate database table data or not. Indirectly performing cloud operation on DB table records. Cloud means create, update, read and delete. Nothing but insert, update, delete and select operations. Right, boss? Okay. Listen, guys. Can we directly send and execute queries from JDBC application? Or we should prepare base to do that work? Definitely we should prepare base to do that work or not? I don't want this. I want answer by opening mouth. Fine? Okay, if you feel you are a deaf and dumb, I will give reservation of not opening mouth. Okay? But if you feel you are not deaf and dumb and you are looking for software job, you are not looking for a certificate of course completion, please be active. Idle brain is the devil's place, right? If you are calm, mind goes here and there. If you are speaking, your mind should work to speak properly, right? So you will be in the subject. Online students also, you cannot speak because you are in the home. People will think that you are talking to yourself and they will take you to psychiatrist, right? Okay. They will take you to what? Psychiatrist. At least type the messages. If not answers, at least yes or no sir kind of thing. That keeps you to stay in the classroom. Otherwise, as I said other day, I messaged her yesterday night. Phone is engaging, not replying message. Okay, nowadays she is doing this back to back. Gone, class gone. Your mind works sharp for unnecessary things, right? And when you put your efforts in unnecessarily unproductivity areas, automatically what? Productivity will be affected and the main things will be affected. So keep yourself busy. Divert your brain on what? Main things which builds your life, which builds your career. Clear? Super. Okay, now listen. Ultimate purpose is what? Sending and executing SQL query. These two things are application specific classic. Why? Because application to application query changes. When query changes, result changes. When results are changing, the way we process the results also changes. Processing results means the way we utilize the results also change, right? Perfect. Now the question that rises in our brain is, can we do that work directly in the application? Definitely not. We need to have a background preparation. We need to prepare those things that are required to do the main work, right? Yeah, first of all, Java application understand Java instruction. Database understand database instruction. And that means SQL instruction. So we need a bridge acting as mediator to convert Java instruction to database instruction, database instruction to Java instruction. Can you guess who is that fellow? JDBC driver software. Everything is JDBC. In JDBC, who can do that work? JDBC driver software can do that work. Yes or no, na, guys? So first of all, we have to activate that driver software or not, which is acting as a bridge or mediator between what? Java application and database software. Should be activated or not, guys? Must be activated or not, guys? Super. Okay, but listen, interestingly, though you submit so many details in the institute, you are not identified with all those details. We have generated one registration number and you are identified with that. You want to avail any service in Naresh IT, you have to submit that number, boss. Come on, my dear. You need to submit that number or you are supposed to use that number. Similarly, JDBC driver software comes in the form of jar file. That jar file contains hundreds of classes. But you need not to know every class name in order to activate JDBC driver software. Only one class you have to know, that is driver class name. What is that? You load that driver class by adding what? JDBC driver software jar file to class path. JDBC driver software jar file to class path. Are you getting my point there or not? JDBC driver software class name to class path. Automatically JDBC driver software will be activated or not, guys? Yeah, first one, guys. load JDBC driver class to activate the JDBC driver software. Yes, guys? No. JDBC driver software acts as bridge between what, guys? Bridge between Java application, database software, converting, what is there? Java calls to DB call and vice versa. Java calls to DB call and vice versa. Fine, that is first work we did, guys. Okay. Establish the connection between. You know JDBC, you don't know that really does not matter for me. I'm just giving idea how a typical JDBC application looks. Establish the connection with the database software from where Java application. It is like using that bridge, one road we are creating between Java application and database software, guys. This connection is like a road between Java application and database software. Super, guys. Okay. Once the road is ready, guys, to send inputs, nothing but SQL query to database software. To bring output, nothing but what? SQL query results back to Java application from database software. We definitely need one vehicle or not, guys? Vehicle to send the input is required, vehicle to bring the output is required on this road called connection. Yes, boss. That fellow is nothing but technically statement object. What object, guys? Create JDBC statement. Okay. Create JDBC statement object. Okay, now I am asking, once vehicle is ready, you are free now, you are ready now to send and execute SQL queries in database software or not? Okay. Send and execute SQL query to database software. Send and execute SQL query to database. Okay, guys, tell me. Next one, gather SQL query execution result. Gather SQL query execution result and process the result. Execution results from database software and process the result. Okay, do you think these are same every time, guys? No. They are specific to each application. In application 1, I may deal with select query and select query results processing. Application 2, I may deal with what? Insert query results processing, right? In application 4, I may deal with a delete query result processing. Maybe who knows, in one application only I will deal with 2-3 queries, right? But above 3 are same everywhere. These two are changing time to time. Okay. Right, boss. Exception handling. What is need of exception handling? JDBC API throws unchecked exception or checked exception. Checked. SQL exception is a checked exception. So you have to catch and handle it or not, guys? Yes or no? Na? Yeah. Sometimes we have to do transaction management. Sometimes, if not every time. Transaction management you have to do now, boss? Okay. What do you mean by transaction management, guys? Simple thing. When certain queries are executed, I want to apply do everything or nothing principle. Amidst our rollback queries execution by applying do everything or nothing principle. For example, this application is doing transfer money operation. Transfer money is combination of how many queries, guys? Two queries. Update query related to withdraw operation on account 1. Update query related to deposit operation on account 2. Yes, boss. On source account withdraw operation, on destination account deposit operation. Agree with me, guys. If completed, both should be completed. If one failed, other one should be rolled back. So we need to think about do everything or nothing principle or not, guys. Withdraw done, deposit failed. Is there any meaning of transfer money operation? No one go for transfer money if that possibility is there. Aisa no na? Withdraw failed, but still deposit is done. Everyone wants to go to that bank to for the failure of transfer money. Aisa no na? After failing withdraw also, you are still completing what? Deposit. One day bank come onto the road or not, guys? Aisa no na, boss? Yeah. Transaction management. Is it not interesting, boss? Come on, everyone. Close the connection with the database software. Once everything is over, right? Once everything is over, it's better to close the connection with the database software. Connection is like road. Work is over, road is closed. Connection is like what? Tap with water. Okay, water flow is not required. Cut the tap, right? Yeah. Can I call this stuff as common logics? Application specific logic? These are also common logics, na boss? Okay. Application specific logics, na my dear. Come on, everyone. Yeah, here again, what logics, guys? Again, what logics, guys? Okay, that's great. Okay, here, let me give few more notes. Connection object acts as the road between Java application and database software. Statement object becomes vehicle between what, guys? Java application and database software to carry inputs. What, guys? SQL queries to database software and to carry outputs SQL query results. Okay, back to Java application from database software. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Application specific logic, here is what? Common. Everyone convinced with me, guys? Come on. Okay, guys. While developing technology-based application, there is a possibility of boilerplate code problem. What is that? Don't think, man. These common logics are technically called as what? Boilerplate code. There are terminology, we know it, but we don't get the real meaning of it. The logic that repeats multiple parts of the project, either with no changes or with minor changes, is called boilerplate code problem. And are you feeling it or not, guys? Moreover, I should take care of both common logics and what? Application specific logic. It's really, really meaningless or not, guys? Super, guys. In technologies based, what, guys? In technologies based application development. Okay. We have typical what, guys? Boilerplate code problem. Boilerplate code problem. The code that repeats. The code that repeats. The code that repeats in multiple, what, guys? Parts of the project or application, either with no changes or with minor changes. What, guys, is called, what is that? Boilerplate code. Definitely is called, what is there, guys? Boilerplate code. Convinced or not, guys? Understanding my statement? Super, guys. Now focus, guys. In framework-based application development, programmer just develop application-specific logic because framework internally generates common logics dynamically by using one or other underlying technology support, or by providing abstraction on what? Underlying technologies. Are you getting my point? Yes. In framework-based application development, in framework-based application development, what's there, guys? In framework-based application development, the developer, what is there, guys? Come on, underlaying meaning where we are, that is called underlaying. Underlaying means where we are. See, I deployed my application in Tomcat server. Then what is underlying server? I am working for Naresh IT. Where is my underlying organization? Naresh IT, right? My data and tables are there in Oracle database software. Where is my underlying database? Oracle. Where we are, that is called underlay. Fine? Okay. The developer needs to develop only, what is there? Application specific logics. Because, what, guys? Because the framework, what, guys? Dynamically generates. What, guys? The framework dynamically generates application specific logics. Sorry, generates the common logics. Common logic. Okay, by using the underlying, what, guys? Underlying technologies. By using the underlying technology. Okay, now you observe Spring JDBC application. What application, guys? Spring is a framework. Collection of modules are there. One module name is what? Spring. Okay, Spring JDBC module provides abstraction on plain JDBC technology or not? Okay. Framework based application. Here note. Spring JDBC module of Spring framework. What framework, guys? Array now onwards, FW means framework. Spring framework provides abstraction on plain JDBC technology or not, guys? Plain JDBC technology. Simplified or not, guys? What do you mean by plain JDBC? Though we are thinking we are doing everything with Spring JDBC, but most of them are internally happening through what? Plain JDBC. See, while driving the car, I think my car is moving. I'm doing everything because of what? Accelerator, steering, gear system. But sorry, all these things are happening because of engine. But these three components are providing abstraction on engine functionalities or not? Though there is a engine, are we worried about engine, boss? Though there is a engine, are we really worried about engine? They operate these three components. What are those? Accelerator, steering, gear system properly to increase the speed or decrease the speed or not, guys? I already used the word abstraction a lot, right? See, I'm delivering subject to you. So when I'm delivering subject to you, I expose only those things that are required for you, right? What I do, where I do, how I gain this knowledge, what I read, where I read, in which order I read. Are you bothered about that? I expose only necessary. I don't expose unnecessary. So Spring JDBC is internally using plain JDBC for common logics generation and lets the programmer to develop what? Application specific logics. So that ultimately more and more common logics that are there in what? Plain JDBC will not appear in the application development because they are internally generated by using underlying JDBC technology. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on. Everyone. So Spring is using implementation of some JDBC driver, yes sir. Which one? That depends upon what driver you want. From properties file or XML file, you have to give those inputs, right? If you give Oracle JDBC driver details, it will use Oracle JDBC driver. If you use MySQL JDBC driver details, it will use what? MySQL JD. Because your database of Spring application is not fixed, right? If you want to see Spring JDBC application wants to talk with what? Oracle. You have to give Oracle driver details from XML file or what? Properties. If you want to talk with MySQL JDBC properties you have to supply. Yes, na boss? Okay, that's great. Let's see, guys, my dear. Create JDBC template class object. What object? Object. By getting JDBC driver details. JDBC driver detail. What are those? Driver class name, URL, your DB user, DB password. Okay, DB password from the XML file or properties file. Property file is a text file, XML file is a .xml file where the information is given in XML tags. You don't believe, guys, this one object creation by getting details from what? XML file or properties file will take care of common logic. Common logic means what? It only loads the driver class. It only establishes the connection. It only creates the statement object. It only take care of exception handling. It only take care of transaction management. It only closes the connection. You need not to do those things. For that one, what should I do? Create object for only one class. That is what? JDBC template, which is a predefined class. Which is a predefined. Even object also I need not to create, guys. Spring only create. I just mention the class name. I just mention the class name. I just give the driver details, either in XML or property file. Loading JDBC template class, creating object, injecting JDBC drivers details to that, using them activating driver, using them establishing connection, using connection create statement object, later exception handling, later transaction management, later okay, closing connection is taken care internally by generating common logics dynamically with the support of plain JDBC. Is it not interesting aspect, guys? Okay, just a minute. Here, let me write one more note. The process of executing related SQL queries. Okay. By applying do everything or nothing principle. Is called transaction management. Array officially transaction can be written as what? TX. In real time, lots of big words will be written in shortcut. Internationalization is a combination of 20 letters, boss. But in short, they will write I18N. I18 letters N, total 20 letters. Next, localization. 12 letters are there. L10N. What is that? This kind of shortcuts are very popular, boss. Super, guys. Tell me next one. Send and execute the SQL query to database software using JDBC template. Class object. Gather SQL query result and process them. Okay, using JDBC template class object. You don't give over. Application over. So our main focus is on application specific classics now, boss. Our main focus is on application specific logics or not? Here is what? Application specific logics. Because the common logics are generated automatically here. Yeah, takes care of common logics generation. What is there, guys? Takes care of, what is there? Common logics generation. Okay. So is there any boilerplate code problem here? Okay. While working with frameworks, we don't have boilerplate code problem. Because we are not writing boilerplate code. We are not writing common logic that is dynamically and automatically generated one. So do you have a boilerplate code problem? Seriously, guys? Luckily, we don't have and not there. That's why people are crazy about the frameworks nowadays. Mister, go out, wash your patient, come back. Come on. By listening my voice, kids will get up from the sleep. and you are sleeping like anything. Is my voice that much soothing, boss? Then he can sleep anywhere on the roadside also. Sorry to say. Okay, note. See, come on, I know you are youngsters, more nightlife, scrolling reels, huh? Scrolling reels, chattings. I understood. It has to be there at this age of life, but not by dominating your priority works, right? So whenever you feel sleepy, drowsy, not active, go out, wash your face and come back. Or voluntarily you get up, go backside of the classroom, stand and listen class for a few minutes. Okay, it will go automatically. Yes, no boss? So me pointing out, making you going out, it looks very odd at this age, right? And that too at this age you will be having lot of false prestige and what? False image, which is 1 rupee useless. Aisa no na? Get the time of learning subject until you become subject expert. Keep your egos aside, false prestige aside. Become shameless person and learn things. When you become some subject expert in Java or Spring Boot microservice, slowly bring your original character back. Egoistic, maintain egoistic. World will bear you because you are a knowledgeable person and resource in the company, key resource in the company. Then people will bear your ego mechanism. Without anything as an empty bottle or empty container, if you show ego problem, if you show what false prestiges, people will kick you out with left leg. Not they even think to use right leg, boss. That much useless fellow you are, right? Are you understanding my statement? Right now, your situation is on your head. Someone keeps 500 rupees. No one purchases you for 10 rupee also. Your head is losing. Your head is decreasing the value of 500 rupees. That is your state now. At this state, no false prestige, no ego. Become shameless fellow. Like a pig roaming here and there, right? Learn things. Lab coordinate is irritating you, not answering. Anna, answer me, I want to learn this. Faculty is not showing interest. Come, go again and again. Definitely, faculties in Naresh IT are friendly. You need to learn something. You have to do whatever that needs, that requires. Yeah, after a few years, 2, 3 years, or 1 year, or 8 months, as you are getting experience, you will become subject expert. Then bring all your things into back. But till that time, you have to keep lot of bad characters of your life aside and become to target only one thing. Yes, guys. Want to know when you will start technical things? These are not technical things, guys. Huh? Technical things means only coding. Huh? And I am preparing background to get into the coding, Babu. Please, please. This is the problem with engineering study system. They think that coding is different, concept is different. No, sir. Based on concept only, coding reflects. Unnecessarily, because of lack of infrastructure, our education system separates what? Theory, practical kind of thing. In computer science, there is no such wording. No theory, no practical. Based on the concept we build, coding will come into picture, right? I know how you studied your programming language. Faculty writes something on the board. You copy. He writes 2 mistakes. You write 10 mistakes. After 3 days you go to lab. Yes or no? Na? After 3 days you go to lab. You type something. Compiler will give 30 errors. Yes or no? Na? Interest gone. Ammo, coding is not my cup of tea. There only people lost the interest, right? That is not the ways to study. The faculty should have a live projector, live demonstration system. He has to get error in front of you. He has to solve the error in front of you. That builds your confidence. That's why tell to your juniors, study C language properly. If you not study C language properly, it may kill your software career, feeling that, array, programming is not my cup of tea. At least I can say, though you joined in computer science, after seeing errors in C language, because of bad teaching practices that are happening in engineering colleges, okay, at least 30 to 40% people are thinking, programming is not my cup of tea. I have to get into what? Non-programming subject like Linux administration, database administration, this kind of job where career span is very less and career growth is almost nil. Joining in these administrative jobs is equal to doing BPO jobs. Even doing testing job is also equal to what? Doing BPO job. No career growth there, here no career growth. You may get the career, but growth will not be there. But you join as a developer, when you jump each company, 30% to 100% hike you can get. After 4-5 jumps, you can even go for next level promotion. If you work for product-based company, they will assign company shares to you. They assign company shares to you. And if the stock market, if they are really doing well, okay, you may become crorepati within 10 years. Yes or no? Na? Here, no end for growth. Easy foreign opportunities, quality lifestyle. Whatever enjoyment you are planning now, just postpone until you get the job. Everything happens officially. I can say you get entertainment with paid leaves. I'll tell. Let us do small calculation. How many working days in a week for a software employee? Arey dirty fellow, listen class ra. Okay. How many are there? 5 days. In a month, how many weeks? 4 weeks. That means out of 30 days, you are working only 24 days. Gone? Right. One sick leave is allowed. How many days? 23 days. Right? India is popular for festivals. Every month one festival will come. How many days? Huh? 22 days. Right? Super. Okay. If project is not in urge. Okay, nowadays hybrid model is working out, right? Hybrid model means work from home. In a week, typically they will allow 2-3 days for work from home. Work from home is equal to almost not working, right? Most of the time. Work from home is nothing but what? No work from home kind of thing. Yes or no? Na? Okay, few days you are working in that. So 2 days per week is allowed as work from home. 4 into 2, 8. In that one, 4 days only you are working, other 4 days you are not working. Total how many days minus? 18 days, right? Okay, remaining days you go to office. In office, Fridays, generally team outings will be there, team lunch, team dinner. Yes or no? Na? That will happen once in a 15 days. Once in a. That means that entire Friday gone now, maybe half day you will work. You have to minus how many days? In a month, 2 days. So 18 minus 2, how many? 16 days you have to, right? How many days you are seriously working, guys? 16. How much salary you are getting? 30 days. So that's why roaming Hyderabad, okay, making girlfriend, boyfriend, postpone all these things until you get a job. Then you will get 30 days pay, you will work 16 days only, and remaining days you can do all these extracurricular activities. Yes? For all these things, what is required? Grip on subject. Don't aim job. Don't keep getting job as the goal. Keep what as the goal? subject matter expert. There is a word called SME, subject matter expert. Once you get that tagline beside your name, no one can stop your growth. Job is not our product. Product is subject matter expert is our product. Job, salary, promotion, perks, pay, all these are byproducts. As long as your product is good, byproducts will be great. Clear? Super. So now think about this. Think about this. You will enjoy corporate life if you are little bit talented, little bit subject expert. You need not to be master in that. All it needs dedication towards learning of course, towards practical, towards completing assignment. Fine. So let's get into the subject. Still anyone feel these are not technical? Then I have to speak another 10 minutes on it. Okay. There is no, what is there guys? Boilerplate code problem. Code problem while working with what guys? While working with the frameworks. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed guys. Yeah. So this is official discussion about what? Framework. So tomorrow onwards, I will be launching Spring related background preparation. Once that background preparation is over, we will get into Spring core module. In King core module, as usually, we try to develop the applications. Clear? Super. Okay, guys. So yesterday, I think what is missing, guys? Notes upload. Yeah, once initial formalities are completed, don't worry. You will get Google Drive. You will get what? Google Drive. Yeah, this is Natras Java Arena. This is the place. This is our group, guys. Say paste. Okay. You have to become member of this group in order to get the content of this group. Let me upload the file. What's your batch code? Okay, Spring 717. Here is what? Intro 17th and 17 plus 18. But let me save the document first. First, let me upload 17th one. Okay, I'll show how to download also today, don't worry. Let me upload 17th one. Next, let me also upload 17th and 18th one. 16th is also not uploaded. Did I miss the 16th one? 16th one. Where is 16th one? Yeah, how to download, sir? Okay, this is the, see, this is your batch code. 717 is your what? Batch code. I hope you are getting, guys. 717 is your batch code. Right, guys. 1 minute. 12th. Okay, 12th, 13th. 1 minute, I think if I refresh, they will come, it seems. Say refresh. All 717 documents are your things, guys. Yes, all 717 things are your things, right? Okay, go to any document. How many dots are there? 3 dots. Okay, here what is the option? Down. It will be downloaded to downloads folder. It will be downloaded to downloads folder, right? Where is this? Downloads. Here is there, guys. Right click, open with, right click, open with, right click, open with paint. You're able to get everything here now, boss? Fine. Don't try to read in the Facebook itself. If you try to read in the Facebook, you will get a blur content. which is very disturbing thing to read. Download, keep in a folder, and collect it every day, keep in a folder and read it, and accordingly you do practicals. Fine? So coding will start within 1-2 days, boss, not much time. But before that, I will prepare a lot of coding related background. So far, I prepared terminologies related background to understand what Spring and Spring Boot is capable of. Then we will take each module and we'll see coding related to each module. And once coding starts, almost everyday coding will be there. So I'll start from 0%. From there, I want to take you to 100%. Give me good amount of time, okay, to launch more and more programming related thing. First, this base is very, very important. I hope you are also feeling base is important. So should I launch the coding directly? You will get bouncers. I have to launch one by one, right? Super, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a nice time. Any newcomers are there? Keep this information with you. In that one, my email ID is also there. You can send your queries to me. You can send your queries. Startup Hibernate is part of this course. Hibernate Web Services is very much part of this course. Hibernate Web Service is very much part of this course, guys. Yeah. Thank you, guys. You can mail me for your queries. If you don't have any queries to ask here, you can mail me. Thank you. Have a nice time.